Now as Ryan, Trenton, and Sean grab your attention towards the world of sports, food, and entertainment, and away from the things that are probably more important. We apologize for nothing and anything that may be spoken, learned, or forgotten today. This is the Real Tree Shaker Show.
Hello, and welcome to the Real Tree Shaker Show. I'm Ryan.
2, 1, go. Oh, he didn't. All right. I'm Sean. Welcome, everybody, and thanks for listening to the RTS show. As we are somewhat happy, somewhat sad for all the things that are going on, and Sloth is in the house, and he handed me a story saying that a few minutes ago, Jim Harbaugh has been announced as the new head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers, leaving the University of Michigan after their triumphant season and winning the Natty for us. I'm happy for him because he's a damn good coach, and he got us a title. But I'm sad because I want to repeat, you know? But, guys, thoughts on Harbaugh coming to the NFL for the second time?
We need to share.
Oh, not for you. Everywhere he's gone, he's turned the program around. It's usually
Right.
year 2. That's when his teams pop, you know?
Yeah, looking forward to it. I mean, I'm sad for sure, you know? I mean, could have been another Natty in the cards, you know, but you know, I'm happy for the guy. He's getting a chance. He's gonna, you know, show what he can do in the NFL, which he's already done before. Really, you know, he can take a team to Super Bowl. So, I don't think they'd expect anything less. And you know, he's inheriting a really good team with the Chargers. So, I mean, at least a good quarterback, a pretty good nucleus of a team for the most part. Defense is going to need some work, but he's still got Derwin James and a couple guys on defense, you know, that they can work around. Yeah. So some guys he can work with for sure. But you know, I think it will take a year or two, of course, obviously for him to get maximum results out of that team. So we'll see. But you know, it leaves a little bit of a hole at Michigan. I think he kind of set up Sherrod Moore to take over that team, and I hope it's sure him and not Brian Kelly, like I've heard some rumor circles. I'm like, please don't be that. Moore deserves that job. You know, he
6-0 as an intern.
Yeah, he did great, and you know, he really cares about the team, and right interim, and you know, he's connected with those guys up there. So you know, I hope he gets a chance to be the guy and take over. And I know Harbaugh probably said something like, "You got to take care of these guys if I'm leaving." So I don't see them really bringing anyone flashy, just keeping it in house and going to more. But good luck to Harbaugh. We'll see what he does. You know.
Yeah, a little work to be done. Like you guys said, a lot of good players there, but they're already projected like $27 million over the cap for next year. So they're gonna have to either move Mac or Mike Williams or somebody and try to free up some cap space. But at least he's going to a team that has a star quarterback, and he will get the most out of him. He gets a 5-year deal. The financials have not been released, nor has Adam Schefter texted me back. Still waiting for that. But, yeah, I think Sherrod Moore should get a chance because the team played good against him. He kind of was not prepared because most suspensions, you know, you get like a lot more of a time frame to prepare for it. You know, the first 3 games, you know, which were kind of their easy games, they knew what was going there. But that last one, when he's on the freaking plane going to Penn State, and then get coach. So here you go, Mr. Moore, you're in charge now. But hail to the victors. We got a natty. Michigan's losing 44 seniors, but the transfer portal obviously will refurbish those holes very quickly. Well, with that, guys, there are only 3 football games left in this NFL season as the wild card round, or my bad, the divisional round is now over. Oh, look at me trying to go back, save some time.
Wish.
Yep. Well, the first one, let's just go in the order of the games in which they were played. The upstart Houston Texans taking on the Ravens at home. Ravens were favored by 9, easily covered. Started slow, guys. I think it was probably getting a little bit of that rust and getting some of the timing back. But after that halftime, 24 unanswered from the Ravens, and Houston did not score one offensive touchdown. Ravens dominated. See?
Yeah. Yeah, that monster being Taylor Swift, huh? No, I'm just kidding. Boo! Anyways, yeah. Yeah, I thought the Ravens, just like T said, the Ravens just at halftime, after they came out of that, just, man, dominant, showed every facet of why they're the probably the best complete team in the NFL right now. Barring like a superstar receiver or running back, they just got a great complete team. And man, Texans just ran into a buzzsaw, couldn't score a touchdown. Not sure what happened to him, man. I don't know. They just CJ Stroud, the magic ran out a little bit, but I really just think it was just the Ravens just outplayed them, and great performance by them, and it's they'll advance, and they're getting their home AFC championship game, and we'll see when they're playing a damn good team in the Chiefs, so we'll see how that carries on.
Yeah, Houston killed themselves with tons of pre-snap penalties.
Yeah, a lot.
Tons of them. So they were always behind the sticks. And then Baltimore just stuffed their run game. There was no run game, no time for Stroud to throw. I mean, Collins had a decent game, but where was anybody else? Dalton Schultz dropped that one pass on the sideline early in the first quarter, and that kind of just I don't know, deflated them because they were moving, and then that happened, and then 2 plays later they had to punt. But that's now 7 wins for the playoff teams, and 6 of them, guys, are by double digits. So the Ravens are kind of following that Super Bowl formula of having blowouts in the regular season, not necessarily winning the close games. You win the close games in the playoffs. But yeah, Houston set $75 million in cap space. I think they make a strong play for Saquon Barkley. They don't have that first round pick like we've talked about, but they got CJ Stroud, and this team is going to be pretty set for the future. All right, guys, let's go to the Bay Area where the Niners, also coming off their bye, were a lot more sluggish than the Ravens, and they barely edged out those Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, I think, like T said, Packers should be happy about that. When Debo went out for the Niners, that really kind of set the tone for them. It seemed like they just don't click when Debo's not there as well, so they better pray he's there this Sunday. But
they scored 3 points less a game when Debo doesn't play.
Yeah. And that may not seem like a lot, but it's a big difference.
8-9 without him.
Yeah. I thought. Yeah. I think Purdy did not look great in this game. He looked a little flustered. He wasn't, completing his passes, and I thought he looked fairly average. He really wasn't. I don't think he's expected to be the leader, but they kind of said, look, you got to take the ball. I mean, he did when he needed to, but more or less it was McCaffrey capping off drives with big runs and being there for Purdy when he needed it, and the defense stepping up for the Niners, when they had to have it. Jordan Love threw a couple picks, and that last one was killer. It
Brett
was
Favre.
very yeah yeah yeah, it was a little rough, and but I mean the Packers, man, they're young, and watch out for them, man. They're the youngest team in the NFL, so I'd keep my eye out for them in the future. What they're going to be. So we'll see what the Niners do. I mean, maybe they needed a game to get over the rust, and like a half, like the Ravens needed to get over the rust, of being off a week. So we'll see what happens. But good game for the Niners for sure.
Yep. Jordan Love is about to get paid. They're set at freaking wide receiver.
Yeah.
And tight end. And offensive line, they're always good at the offense. Yeah, Musgrave.
What about Tucker Kraft?
Tucker Kraft, yes. And a cheesehead named Kraft playing for the Packers. All right.
Right.
Yeah, and I mean, Purdy, you're right. He missed McCaffrey on a ton of freaking throws. It just throwing it at his feet, over his head.
Yeah.
So CMC should have had a bigger game. But the Niners did get lucky, and they will be waiting for those. Oh, this team, the Detroit Lions, Motown, heading to the NFC Championship since the first time since we were 12 years old, 1991. Sorry, Ryan. But they took care of your Bucks and ended your pretty good season.
Yeah, it sucked. It was hard watching it. I thought they, it was eerily similar to the Packers-Niners game. I thought they played competitive, and it's kind of weird that they both ended on an interception by the quarterback. Both throwing picks to kind of end the game. But yeah, man, I mean, hats off to the Lions. I mean, they played a real nice game and brought it. I think Baker proved himself, man. He probably earned his payday for sure. So, they got a lot of questions, but yeah, I mean, I'm happy for the Lions. It's cool to see them in this position for first time in a real long time. So, we'll see what they do. I know the nerves are probably kicking in for them a little bit. The Niners are pretty used to it, but it's been a while since the Lions have been here. But Goff's no stranger to it, so I'm sure he'll take the team on his back and help him through it. And they got the talent, man. I'm telling you, they got the talent to beat the Niners for sure. It's not going to be a cakewalk at all. It's going to be a very, very close competitive game. So we'll get into that later, I'm sure.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, Goff was just solid. He made good throws, good timely throws. If Baker had just thrown that ball to the left, you had another guy that was there that was open. Godwin. It was Godwin.
Yeah, it was Godwin.
So, yeah, and he missed him. But, yeah, hats off to him. So how much do you think he gets? And how long of a deal?
I've heard a couple things. I could see just a 2-year deal worth about 55 mil, maybe 27 a year, somewhere around there. I've heard a 4-year deal worth about 100 mil, 102 mil, pay him about 25 mil a year. So we'll see. I think that's about the range of it, 25 to 27 million a year. So a lot better than the 4 million they made this year.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's what they want to do. They have a lot of cap space too. They have about 77 million, I believe, close to that, 76.8, somewhere around there. So, I mean, they're gonna lose some guys, obviously, but I think Baker, Mike Evans, and Winfield are priority guys. They got to re-sign. Continuity, got to keep that. So.
Yeah. Baker should take that deal. I think he made like 2.8 in incentives, contract incentives.
Yeah, he did. He did.
So
where he got the wins and the playoff win, and his stats. So
still a nice chuck and change, and he lives in the state of Florida where there's no state tax, so he'll get a nice tax return. Yeah, I mean, the Lions, it was that second half. Like something, like Dan Campbell bit all kneecaps or something. Maybe bit his own to motivate the team.
Right.
But they came out and it was dominance. And Jahmyr Gibbs, that kid, man, watch out. Next year, that kid's a superstar already.
Yeah.
But I like the 1-2 punch of him and Montgomery. But
for sure,
the most important game, I guess, guys, the Chiefs head to Buffalo as Patrick Mahomes on his first playoff road game defeat the Bills 27-24.
I did want to hear T recap the Bucks Lions game a little bit.
Oh, I did skip that. My bad. Let's go. Rewind. Let me throw my fishing wire. Okay. Dude, that threw me off.
Kneecaps to T.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody good? My bad. I did not mean to do that. Thanks for the save, Ryan.
You're good.
All right. Let's go back to Buffalo. I guess my eyes and brain are still mesmerized by Jason Kelsey's fantastic dancing. Putting all of us, his mane.
Very.
Well, guys, Chiefs win, Bills lose. What do you think?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, where was he? Oh.
Yep.
Every year.
Every year he started, he's played in the AFC Championship. Yeah. So tell me this. Y'all think McCarthy and Dak should be gone, so should McDermott and Allen be gone? Just saying. Oh, but we don't hold the Bills up to the level of the Cowboys, right? I mean, I'm just saying we don't, right? Oh, because Allen was so awesome, so we can't blame it on him. But he can't win. He can't get to the championship game. That's the constant. He doesn't get to that game.
He's 5-5 in the playoffs. 0-3 against Mahomes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's time to move on from him.
Yeah, but look at the competition like that Allen has to go through compared to Dak. Dak's had an easier road. And you cannot put this on Josh. Yes, he turns the ball over, but who else in this league can do what he does? Because he got lucky on the fumble.
Who lost the Cowboys game?
Oh, Dak. And the defense.
See what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Like, don't get me wrong. I know y'all are gonna say, "Oh, Ryan's defending his favorite team, the Cowboys," but I'm really not. I promise. I'm just saying. Like, I just think Allen is so put on a pedestal for everybody. You know, like everybody says, this guy's the greatest. He's awesome. He's a one-man show, but he can't win games.
Okay, so
I'm saying everybody else does, you know.
Okay, so Allen or Baker's on the free agent market for the Bucks.
Josh Allen for sure.
Okay.
I don't deny the talent at all. I don't deny it. I'm just saying, can he win? You know, Cowboys win 12 games every year. You want to fire Mike McCarthy? What if the Giants won 12 games every year? Would you fire their coach? If the Manders won 12 games every year, would you fire that coach? Or would you be like, no, we're gonna get through it?
Let's see.
Right. Sure. Right. Sure. Yeah. 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 I mean, I obviously wouldn't. I'm just saying the same standard should be held to him too.
Dobbs for a couple weeks. He's the rent a quarterback.
Right. But for the game, I don't think Josh Allen lost the game. You know, I thought he made some key plays that weren't that great. You know, I thought Diggs did not step up. Yeah, he had to. But, you know, there were a couple times. I remember, I think it was a 3rd and 9, and he went for the end zone, or 2nd and 9, and he went for the end zone, and he had Diggs open over the middle, wide open. He just doesn't trust him anymore either, you know. And I was like, just get the first down.
He trusted him late, and when he threw that frozen rope down the field in that was in those conditions. Throw.
Yeah,
you can't blame Allen for that.
Oh no, yeah, that's Diggs. That's all on Diggs.
He catches that, Bills win the game.
True.
Guarantee it.
True. And I saw something on Diggs that I think his last 10 games, including the playoffs, he averaged like 4 catches and 48 yards a game. That's it. He was pretty bad. Coordinators, yeah, Joe Brady.
Good point.
So Caleb Williams, right? He's gonna need something though, losing Diggs and Davis, so for sure. So
I could see a T. Higgins venturing up to Buffalo. I think that'd be a good. And Kincaid is fabulous. That kid is really good. But I mean, the Chiefs won. The Chiefs won this game because they had 8 plays of 20 or more yards, and the Bills had 0.
Yeah.
So it was like, I think 2 passes completed over 5 yards and 12 passes completed at or behind the line of scrimmage. So it was
the Bills
just,
won that had the possession. They had time of possession too. They had the ball for 2/3 of the game,
and
still
pretty much still had the same amount of yardage as the Chiefs did. So I mean, I mean, you feel bad for Tyler Bass. You know, he did miss a 44-yard field goal, which was the same distance that Scott Norwood missed wide right against the Giants in the Super Bowl. So
should McDermott be fired or no? Well, this team's been good for a long time, so they should at least be in the AFC Championship or bust, right? They should at least be there.
They should be there.
You know, 6 years and it hasn't been done yet, so I don't know.
Well, I mean, you know, go ahead, T.
Yeah, the Bills.
Yeah, the whole AFC North each team had a winning record.
True.
So
true.
I mean, it's just, I don't know what you do. I think it's time to move on from McDermott. So I hope it's like a mutual parting. But the guy's done a really good job. But I heard someone say on TV the other day, I can't remember who, but they said that McDermott is this generation's John Fox.
Yeah.
Couldn't, you know, reach total
win the big one.
Fulfillment, right. And I mean, yeah, but for a while, well, you're right. Yeah, he did get one.
So he did win eventually.
One. So, I mean, you know, Peyton didn't win his, first Super Bowl till he was 30. So, and at this point, Peyton was 3-6, I think, in the playoffs in his career compared to Allen. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, he doesn't have the playoff success everybody thinks that he should have, but he keeps running into the GOAT. So, I mean, you know, it's just like Patrick Mahomes, 13-3 in the playoffs, 0-2 against Brady, the GOAT, and only 1 loss in overtime to Burrow. So, see, it's just elite quarterback after elite quarterback, and the AFC is tough. Aaron Rodgers is still stupid for coming over to the AFC, but
the Jets, maybe.
Yeah.
Something. I mean, you never know.
I don't know. I don't believe it. I'll believe it when I see it. But how many new teams make the playoffs every year?
We didn't see the Texans coming.
Okay, so right now, would you take Lamar or Josh Allen?
Lamar.
I'd go Josh Allen.
Similar playoff record. John Harbaugh's a better coach than Sean McDermott.
Absolutely. But I would totally be in on Allen because check this out. Over the last 4 seasons, right? Josh Allen leads the league in total touchdowns. That is 73 more touchdowns than Lamar Jackson has in that span. And if you throw in the playoffs, Allen has 90 total touchdowns.
Oh, so you're counting the rushing too.
Yeah. Well, because that's Lamar's forte too. But if you count their playoff stats in that 4-year span, he has 94 more touchdowns than Lamar. Lamar is fantastic, but Josh Allen doesn't miss any games. Like, this dude is rock solid, and he runs just like Lamar, but he's trying to run you over. He's trying to go through you.
Bigger guy.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, with that, let's go to these conference picks. The conference championship is upon us. Last week, Ryan and I went 3-1. T, you went 2-2. So the playoff overall standings, Ryan and me are at 7-3, and T is one game behind at 6-4. So let's see if we can make that up this week. As first up, guys, we will go to the Sunday 3 o'clock game. The Ravens, the 1 seed, hosting their first AFC championship, correct? Since they came back, or since when?
Did they say since 2001?
I think it was.
Yeah.
Something like that. Okay.
Ray Lewis, second year. Yeah. 01.
Yeah. Yep. But they get to host the defending champs who just seem to not want to go away. Ravens open up as 3.5-point favorites. Weather for this game 44 degrees, 50% chance of rain. Okay.
Right. Well, there is another script that says it's Chiefs and Lions, so.
Well, yeah, they've got to have like 50,000 of them written, right?
Hey.
Who the hell? Oh. What the hell? Oh, okay. Groot's back.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So
I do agree with everything that T said. You know, I think Chiefs defending champs, someone's got to knock them off, but I do think the Ravens knock them off this year. I like them at home, man. The way they've been playing, just complete game on every facet of the ball. They've controlled the clock. They've possessed the ball. Lamar's playing at such a high level right now. I just feel like this is their year. Something is just clicking for them, and man, I think it's their year. You know, it's going to be a real close competitive game. T said a lot of running. They're going to be running the hell out of the ball, but it's going to come down to the quarterbacks at some point. You know it is with these two greats. Give me the Ravens 27-24, just like Tucker winning the game for him in the end.
I'm on the Ravens. I like them at a 21-18. Yeah, 21-18 score. I think the defenses are going to dictate a lot of this game, and I think it's the first mistake that happens. And I just got to think that Kansas City's time has just run out. I mean, they've played a ton of football, probably the most games over, the span of Patrick Mahomes' career. So you got to think maybe all those commercials that they made in the offseason and all these extra games have finally caught up to him, and the outside life that we know has come about. Right. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good, close game. Tony Romo will be in heaven rooting for Patrick Mahomes. You know, he just loves, since Allen's out, his other guy.
Oh, yeah.
But, this could be a low scoring or it could be a high scoring. So, but I think it'll be under. But I do like Tucker. I'm with Ryan on the game-winning field goal. Or maybe the Chiefs miss a field goal wide left to make up for Buffalo and get them a little moral victory. But we shall see. And let's go to the NFC Championship game where the Lions, Motown, traveling to the Bay Area to check on those 49ers who open up as a 7-point favorite. Weather, 71 degrees and no rain.
Yeah. Yep, you got to go with the kneecaps for sure. No, man, I can't believe the line is this high for this game. I mean, I get it; it's the Lions' first time here, but golly, it's high. Like, I think everyone in Vegas is going to be taking the under on this. But man, I like the Lions too, man. I'm going to roll with them. I think it's going to be a really nice game too, man. I do. I think Goff leads them down on the game-winning drive, and they win 30-28. So, I think it's going to be a little more high-scoring. I know the Lions' defense hasn't been as well. They stepped up when they needed to. Same with the Niners, though. They've kind of been a little vulnerable too. But yeah, something just tells me, man. Lions are gonna win this game.
I stand alone, as I am on the Niners. Well, they were my preseason Super Bowl pick. I had
Look
them
at you
against the
sticking to
Bengals.
the script.
Yeah, my script that I am not getting paid jack squat for. So
you should have submitted
obviously,
it.
I could help you out, NFL. Let me know. But no, I think I love the story of Detroit, and I'm okay with either team winning this game. I think Debo playing or not playing will be a big factor, like we talked about. They average 3 points less when he's not on the field, and they're just not the same. Kind of basic,
Yeah.
with Kittle, Ayuk, and Christian, but you can only feed the ball to McCaffrey, because the Lions have good team speed. But I think Purdy will be in nice weather, so his little hands will be able to hold on to the football this week and make some better throws. But I like Kittle to have a big game. And I think the Niners win 28-27 because the Lions will score late to try to tie it up. And I think Dan Campbell goes for 2 because he does not want to go into overtime. So we'll see if that happens.
He pulls another Cowboys game, huh?
Yeah, why not? I mean, I'm rooting for him. I can't go. I'm happy for Jared Goff. Hutchinson. That's just a fun team to root for.
Yeah.
Them and the Packers. Like you got to think the Bears are going to get better. The Vikings are good until Cousins got hurt. So that division, watch out for them next year for the playoffs. Well, with that, Ryan. I didn't read that story that you sent about the plane that was turned around from the excessive farting. What was going on with that? Why don't you enlighten the crowd?
It was some American Airlines flight, I believe, from Phoenix to Austin, and this guy had like excessive farts. I know he was heading to Austin. So I thought it was T on the flight. But yeah, you were getting your knee looked at by a specialist. But yeah, yeah, this guy was just farting like overwhelmingly, like it was stinking up the entire plane. It was very bad gas, and they literally had to stop the plane. They literally had to turn around. It was so bad. They had to. His gas was so bad. It's crazy. I was like people were saying they couldn't breathe, and it was just causing a huge uproar, and so
did all the mask fall down?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure, probably, right?
Cover the children first.
No, I was like, damn, I've had gas before, but damn, whew. I don't know. That's what the story said. No, they said it was this guy farting. Everyone pointed him out. He owned up to it, I believe, too. So he's like, yeah, I did it.
I do it again.
Right. I was like, the pressure, can you imagine?
That's what I was thinking. Just all that pressurized air. I guess maybe it magnified it a little bit.
Well, that's what they say when you're on a plane too. That when you fart, it spreads pretty bad. So remember that next time you're on a flight.
Well, in September, hopefully that does not happen. But
don't fart on the plane.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just crazy. That's funny.
Funny.
Oh, man. Okay, so after this weekend, either one of y'all watch anything from the Pro Bowl weekend?
I really don't. It's kind of I mean, I may check in on it, but it's not anything I'm gonna seek out to watch or anything. So
yeah, maybe maybe the skills competition.
Yeah,
but
play it in the middle of the season, and the winner gets home field advantage
in the Super Bowl at a neutral site.
No, the Super Bowl at their home field. We got to play it in Buffalo and snow. We play it in Buffalo and snow.
Oof. That'd be crazy. I think that'd be interesting. That's
You want to make people care about it, you know. Ooh. Give teams 2 bye weeks. You give everyone the same bye week. You have a week of the Pro Bowl and a bye week for every team, same week. And there you go.
Just take a week off. The league not
making
any money.
They'll have 2 weeks off because one week will be the Pro Bowl, the other week will be the bye week. Every team takes the same bye week. There you go. Because I feel the bye weeks are so unfair. You have teams that have to take it in week 4, and the teams that don't get it till week 14. That's a 10-week difference. It's not right. So, and each owner puts $1 million into the game, and the winning team gets to split that $32 million. It ain't much, but something. Well, the players want to get paid for it regardless. So you think they're doing the flag football next week after this weekend for free? They're getting incentives for it. So
yeah, that would average out about $600,000 a player if they did that $1 million a piece. So not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
And the NFL matches that. There you go. To give each player $1 million. Yeah, NFL's rolling in the dough, man. It's $1 billion business.
Oh, they make like 12, 13 billion a year. So they're the number one rated show on 5 networks. So I mean,
exactly.
Right.
Oh, and Peacock got how many subscribers did they say? Was I reading 3 million subscribers from that Dolphins Chiefs game? Peacock got 3 million people to subscribe. Oh, I'm sure a lot, but hell, the numbers look good for them for at least this quarter.
Probably some people forgot to.
I'm sure.
And they'll get charged next month.
Right.
All right. Well, everybody enjoy.
Playoffs? What are you talking about? Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
Ryan, I had a question for you.
Yes.
Wait, who are they playing? Oh, wait, just kidding.
Nobody.
That's right. Nobody. So tell everybody where they can find us, Ryan.
You can find us on Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio. Please listen to us. Download our show. Search our page on Facebook, Instagram. Comment on our pictures. Comment on the content we share. We want to hear from you, please.
I totally agree. We will be back.
Had to get one more.
I actually was going to do that after our theme music played, but since you beat me to it, thanks for listening. We'll see you next time as we preview the Super Bowl. Peace.